Hello everyone and welcome. Today's video we're going to be discussing lobby bullies and where we are after the segregation changes yesterday to preclude people with purple items from coming into normals. But before we begin, please like and subscribe. It helps me a ton and I appreciate it. So I hit record a little late on this. I've already cleared a great deal of PvE at this point, and now I'm having my first sit of the match. And we're going to stand up here in just a second and investigate the farting that we hear in the adjacent room. But yeah, today I'd like to discuss lobby bullies. I think yesterday I wanted to maintain an open mind after playing, a good bit last night and some today. I think we're in a golden age of lobby bullying, frankly. The cost of entry to be a bully has never been lower. And you can take, a full set of well-appointed blues into a goblin cave and just run over the lobby, and really bringing the risk down, the cost of entry down. So here's a warlock. He's going to land his blow of corruption on me. I opened with judgment. I need to make some space real quick, get a heal off, maybe a protection. And that's that. So he was attacking with the aggression and confidence of a much better player. There, I'm going to go ahead and top off. But as we're going to see in a second, he came in with, a full set of plus damage gear. And this is going to go great on my ranger. I'm thankful for him for bringing it to me. But yeah, before the patch, I would say, every third game I'd run into somebody kitted, to the extreme, super juiced, bringing in epics or legendaries to kind of roll lobbies, and, one well-equipped bully every 3 games is, that's inside my tolerance level, no big deal there. Now, there is 1 or 2 of these guys in pretty much every goblin caves, who, they're not really here to make money, they're here to farm players. And my central concern in this discussion is kind of the new player experience. Now, last night we were running 3s in the crypts, normals, and I'll tell you, I didn't fight a team last night that wasn't fully blue kitted and well appointed, well statted, and well contemplated gear sets. Just tons of that. So I don't know if this is working as intended. I don't understand exactly what Iron Mace is. Watch me screw up the elevator one more time. I don't know what Iron Mace's thinking is with regard to what they want to achieve. Because it seems like in this most recent change, the availability of the blue gear has remained high. That means the cost is going to remain relatively low. The gold nerf to chests was not nearly as severe as what I was expecting, and I anticipate that in their next balancing run, they're either they're going to further reduce the gold opportunity per run. I think that has to be the case. The economy is still kind of screwed up, and it doesn't really show any signs of slowing down. But setting that aside for a second, and going back to bullies, yeah. So the occasional bully, I think, in a Goblin Caves run is okay for new players. They get to limit test. They get to understand, how different adversaries scale with gear. But when they're facing 1 or 2, you're just setting up a new player experience that is going to be extremely suboptimal. So we'll see if this persists. I don't know if it will persist after a full wipe, when the gear availability is decreased and likely further chest nerfs occur. But I'll tell you, last night in 3s was not a whole lot of fun. I didn't feel like we were taking a lot of fair fights. I feel like we were either running into the same kind of toxic buff ball meta, which everyone recognizes is just terrible for the game. The barb out of nowhere, high damage, 1 or 2 players are dead on your team before the fight has really started. Or we're dealing with, extremely well-geared adversaries. I'm not sure where new players exist in this continuum. And Iron Mace, if they want the game to grow, and I think everyone should be able to recognize that a larger player base is healthier for the game in general. If they want to keep this a niche kind of indie approach where only the hardest of the hardcores will play this game, something similar to Tarkov, then you're going to have that. But just don't be surprised when someone with a more revenue positive and player growth positive point of view takes what Dark and Darker has done here and runs with it, right? So my concern right now is that Dark and Darker is going to inspire the thing that comes next, and it's going to miss its opportunity if it doesn't really establish an on-ramp for people to deal with the very steep learning curve that is this game. It's not easy, it's not forgiving, and it requires a great deal of time investment just to be competent, just to kind of be at equilibrium. The time investment is frankly huge. So yeah, I don't know. I'm getting a little bearish here with regard to the recent changes to the lobbies. I think their intention was to stop lobby bullying, and I think they have ushered in a golden age of lobby bullying where folks can easily put on their blues that they're frankly capable of farming in high roller, and take it to normals, and just easily run over those lobbies. So I don't know. We'll wait and see. Regardless, if you enjoyed this, please like and subscribe. It helps me a ton, and good luck to you in your raids to come.